Good day, good day, good day, my good loving humans. Here we are, ready to be completely present, ready to keep the main thing the main thing. Travelers up the street called trust, headed to the ultimate destination, that is the Tower of Power. That is the understanding of self. Here we are, ready to climb into our super suits, ready to make the proactive choice of planting our feet in front of us and saying that freedom is at our feet, that we can be free from the past and unafraid of the future because we are practiced at being present. Here we are, about to flex that willpower muscle by being completely still as we engage in this beautiful habit together with our minds separate yet one. Let us set the container, jumping right back in. How can we keep ourselves grounded in conflict so that we can find those moments where the dialogue can be useful? As you may now be tracking here, we are leaning into how this principle of assuming that useful dialogue is possible requires practice, and also that it is based upon a logical mindset rather than an emotional or somatic awareness or mindset. Of course, they always play a part, always, and wow, maybe more than ever before am I aware of this. As Dr. We Notice on SNL says, we notice. And the principle is more math than it is poetry. When conflict is high and disagreement is afoot, we drop down our blinders. We forget that we are curious creatures, and we bear down into the heat of it. Thus far this week, we have ventured in to talk to our inner selves about a tactic that we can use to assume useful dialogue. Tactics, I should say. Thus far, we have been able to recognize that we can move into a space where useful dialogue is possible, first by identifying the role of a decision maker, and then to make a decision, however small. Second was to retreat back to needs, to recognize and see that there is a way to identify that there is common need. Usually, there is common need. And we shared so very often that arguing about strategies that we have used to fulfill those needs is where the greatest part of the disagreement occurs. Even though those strategies are fulfilling the need, right? So, we also talked about the blockage of mistrust. Can you bring that into the open? Can you shine a light on it? Can you ask if there are ways that each of you, meaning the two parties in conflict, can give one another some assurances? That's a whole lot of logical stuff going on. Let's pour two more into the pot today, shall we? Stirring it all around. The first is that we are far too often arguing about beliefs. Beliefs not from the point of our experience. Rather, we argue from the definition of our beliefs. Your beliefs are not always founded in your experiences. They are very often, and this is a point of contention right now in the world that we live in today, conditioned in you by your upbringing, meaning to say that you do not know why you believe. You were just told to believe. You were conditioned to believe. And then you move a conversation. When you move a conversation into experience, there is a lot of opportunity to move the conflict away from the belief. So, if you think about your beliefs and connect them to an experience, then there's probably something there. And if your belief is just simply founded upon your condition without any question about why that is, well, I would ask you to consider your beliefs. This is challenging and oh so very necessary. And also the reason why I think my own child is absolutely brilliant, because she always seems to be challenging her beliefs. Just yesterday she did it, in fact. I love you, Miss Mia Bear. One final thought. It is often that dialogue goes nowhere because we do not want to lose face. Think about that for a second. We do not want to lose face. We put up our defenses for fear of having to admit that we didn't have all of the information, or we didn't see something as clearly as maybe we ought to. Maybe the decision that we made was less favorable. Maybe the choice that we made did not present the results that we expected. And we double down because it's far too easy for humans to feel embarrassed. We often feel also that someone is keeping score, tallying up our missteps. Doesn't society sort of do that to us? Indeed it does. We bring that into our conflict. We bring that into our arguments, this fear of losing face. If we can let that go, then we can get to a place where we can see that useful dialogue, despite the height and the fervor of conflict, that it is possible. Can we, in our conversations, create that atmosphere where we can fearlessly change course from one strategy to another? Can we help one another say it's okay to have had our sights set in one way to achieve an interest or fulfill a need, and that if the strategy is dangerous or unfair or costly, that we can move without feeling like we were wrong? My good humans, if we are willing to ask, then we should be, at the very least, willing to try. And if they are willing to try, meaning the other party, well then, look what you have there. Progress. So let us acknowledge it. Let us at least acknowledge willingness and start from that point, because from there, something useful can occur, because what you have found is something useful. Yes, and continue to talk with curiosity. Talk through the slow parade of fears, and let your dialogue take on new meaning, and see where it leads you. How do we get that from here? Well, we go within, into our best selves, with beginner's minds, with patience, with faith, and with devotion, rather than impatience, rather than indifference, rather than mistrust. Let us become who we were meant to be now. This meditation, it seeks to help you keep the doors open. It seeks to connect you to the universe that is you. It seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before, deeper and deeper into the epicenter of your circle. A focused mind is a concentrated mind. A concentrated mind is a satisfied mind, is a curious mind. So say we all. I know that I want to believe, so let's transition now and begin to breathe. If you're seated, your feet are to the floor, your palms are in your lap. If you're lying down, each limb is touching a surface. If you are in the lotus position, I dare say you know what to do. And if you're standing like me, a little Tai Chi, keep your shoulders fair width apart. Something like that. I don't even know what that means. Keep your feet at least shoulder width apart. Oh my goodness. See, the imposter syndrome is kicking in. Yep, I'm stuttering. Haha, indeed. These are beautiful, beautiful belly breaths. If you get to the top, you'll have a light pause and a free fall down. It may make you a little lightheaded, a little nauseous. That's okay, but do not expel the air. We're not trying to hyperventilate here. Fill up that diaphragm like an accordion, in through the nose, out through the mouth, or whatever works for you. I prefer nose and mouth because the nose allows the oxygen to be filtered through the nostrils and out through the mouth because the air will leave a little quickly. A little bit more quickly anyway. So here we go, breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Completely aware of all that's around us, breathing deep. And release. Aware of that breath and all that is around us, breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. 2 more times, breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. On that breath, allow the breathing to fold into your physiology, sliding it back into your observation, into your awareness, letting it fold away. Allowing for those of us with sight to remove that sense, allowing all our eyes, our lids to flutter closed, focusing the attention on the object form, the outer body, the membrane, focusing down on to all that we have, what we have, as we are in these bodies, lower limbs, feet, ankles, toes, fascia of the soles, the calves, knees, and joints, long hamstrings, weighty quads, thick glutes. What you have as you have them, squeeze down, drawing them in, focusing attention, overriding tension, grabbing them all together, each muscle, each tendon, each ligament, noticing that as you grab hold of one, you lose focus of the other, taking it all together. And when you have it, this perfect attention, let go. Feel that release, the muscles expanding. Find your root, the base of the spine. Find the line of the chakra, the sacral and solar plexus. Find the heart center. As you have them, if you have them, what you have, the ribs and the cage, the miles of digestive tract, the stomach, brain, belly, all together, drawing in the torso, taking hold the root, drawing in the abdomen, squeezing down the pectoral, feeling the tightness in the digestive tract, all together, focused attention. And when you have it, overriding tension, let go. Feel that release as it might take your breath away. Finding now the upper back, shoulders and neck. As you have them, if you have them, what you have, bicep and tricep, forearms and wrists and palms and digits. All together as you are, squeeze down. Draw in the stress center, focusing attention, overriding tension. And when you have it, all together, let go. The object form falling away, feeling the inner supersuit. Let us don the helmet into the head, as you have it, if you have them, what you have. Eyes and sockets, ears and lobes, teeth, tongue, gums, skin of the cheeks, follicles of hair, throat, sinus, crown, squeeze down, drawing in, creating tension, overriding tension. And when you have it, all together, feeling the vibration of the tone, the reverberation of voice. Letting go of each distraction, of each thought bubble. Release without attachment. Letting go to the center of your circle. Feeling the sunshine beaming from your pocket. Feeling the expanse of this moment of self-awareness, the vastness of this moment of self-control. Consciousness rising in you. The crystal clear you coming into focus. Using your will in your sphere of influence to choose imagination, to be the artist of you, the creator of an image. Each artist uses an instrument, be it pen, brush, chisel, guitar, drum, voice. Choose the instrument for now. And on the vast expanse of your self-awareness, with long, smooth strokes, strums, or hums, create the image of an open door. Let the colors come. Let the tones tell you. As you flow, connect to the connection that is flowing inside of you, to the electric surging free, to the cosmic you, the universe that is you. You set the scene. You create this image. Allow the image and the scene to float now in the expanse all around you. Let go your instrument. Let go imagination. Let go of will. And in consciousness, be. If you have been here before, be for the first time. In the complexity is simplicity. The hand of your mind's eye now reach for your scene, holding it up to the sunshine that is beaming from your pocket. Begin to smooth it into a ball that will exist as a universe inside of you. Holding the ball out in front of you now. Peer one more time into the scene and see your open door. See this door that you will keep open so that you can continue to find opportunity. Release the ball, allowing it to drop and splash into the center of your circle. And as it splashes down, feel the ripple pushing forth. And as the ripple pushes forth, let go of all you do not know. Let go of all that you may not understand. Let go of all that you cannot control, because that is okay. And as you feel that ripple pushing forth, as you feel your circle expanding and pulsing from your acceptance, say, in affirmation, I will use my self-awareness to focus on what I can control. I will use my will to focus on what I can control. I will use my imagination to focus on what I can control. I will use consciousness to focus on what I can control. I am the programmer, and this is my program. This is the space that exists in between the stimulus and the response. The space where I stand in the center of my circle, where I have the freedom to choose my responses. I want to believe, so say we all. And now, call your attention back to a light breath and a breath light, and allow the world back onto the outer body, onto the head and neck and shoulders. Calling attention to a light breath, oh, to a breath light, allowing the world back onto this outer shell, this outer membrane, onto the heart center. Calling attention to a light breath and a breath light, taking hold of your root, and as you have them, if you have them, what you have, calling attention back to your upper and lower limbs, to the stomach, brain, belly, and at your own pace, begin to flutter open your lids. Focusing now on all the senses that you have as you have them, if you have them, what you have. Focusing on you, the you of now, the you that is sharpened, the you that is focused, the you that will remain curious, the you that is not the drop in the ocean, the you that is the ocean in the drop, and to the we that are the tide. This is your reminder. You are not broken. Welcome back to that place that you have never left. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you have that cold water, do drink it down. Again, the purpose of drinking that cold water is to kickstart that metabolism in the morning as you get yourself started. I'm thinking about doing a talk about cold water plunge. I'm wondering how many will come along with me on that journey. Who knows? We shall see. I'm going to query. I like using the word query lately. I'm enjoying it. If you have the time, please spend the time writing down how will you use the image of your door, that door flung open. How will you use it later on today when the world is bearing down upon you, when you find yourself in difficult conversation, when you find yourself embarrassed to say that you didn't know or you didn't understand. How can you do it? Indeed, Sister Patty, you plunged once, indeed. How can you do it? Write it down so that later on today you can come back to this moment. You can come back to this mindfulness, this meditation, this space where you observed yourself without evaluating your intelligence or your consciousness. That is the highest form of it all, my good humans. My good humans. Imagining, I'm going to say this again, I said it before, imagining how long it took us to become self-conscious. How many tens or hundreds of thousands of years in our development as a species? How long will it take for us all to arrive at a cosmic consciousness, I wonder? Whew. Is it exponential? Let us find out here, because this is where the decentralized revolution is happening. The answer is within, my good humans. The answer to all of it is within. So remember, there is no work without the being. We'll see you back here tomorrow. I love you individually and as a group. If you need me, reach out to me. I will do my best. All you got to do is call to help you out. And the song today is Pete Townshend's Let My Love Open the Door. I've shared this way back when on a different occasion. This one's a little different. It's from the movie Point Blank. Oh man, 90s movie. Anyway, this is an extended version of the song. I love it. Indeed, it's good stuff. I'm rambling. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Share this out. Share this out. Share this out. We need more people to join us. This is not the way, it is a way. See you back here tomorrow. We're going to take a nice soul stretch tomorrow. We've been steeped in our principle this week, my good humans. We got to take a nice long stretch tomorrow. It's Friday. See ya tomorrow. Peace and love, my good humans.